Before we explore the question, can a Christian embrace both Christianity and evolution, we must first determine what each of them are. Evolution is a theory developed by Charles Darwin and others, stating that all species of organisms arise and develop through the natural selection of small inherited variations that increase the individual's ability to compete, survive, and reproduce. To understand evolution, it is necessary to have a basic understanding of how natural selection works. It is the process by which organisms change over time as a result of changes in heritable, physical, or behavioral traits. Changes that allow an organism to better adapt to its environment will help it survive and have more offspring. It occurs over changes through several generations. This is called microevolution. Given enough time and enough accumulated changes, natural selection can create entirely new species. It can turn dinosaurs into birds, apes into humans. The changes that make natural selection possible happen at the level of DNA and genes. Such changes are called mutations. Mutations can be caused by chemical or radiation damage, or errors in DNA replication. Most times, mutations are either harmful or neutral, but in rare instances, a mutation might prove beneficial to the organism. If so, it will become more prevalent in the next generation and spread through the population. In this way, natural selection guides the evolutionary processes, preserving and adding up the beneficial mutations and rejecting the bad ones.
Within the Bible, and specifically Genesis, there's no evidence surrounding the ideas and concepts of Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. This has led to many interesting and topical debates surrounding the validity of the Bible and Christianity itself. Many atheists have suggested that due to the fact that there is no evidence within the Bible surrounding evolution, that Christianity itself has been disproven. However, people within the church responded to this, describing that there are different strains of Christian believers who separate themselves based on specific differences in which the way they perceive and interpret the Bible. Firstly, there is the view of creation science, or scientific creationism, which is a branch of creationism that attempts to provide scientific support for the Genesis creation narrative in the book of Genesis and disprove or reinterpret the scientific facts, theories, and scientific paradigms about the history of the Earth, cosmology, and biological evolution, stating basically that Genesis is meant to be read mechanistically, where a day in Genesis literally refers to 24-hour period of time. Secondly, day-age creationism is an interpretation of the creation account in Genesis. It attempts to convey that 6 days referred to in the Genesis account of creation are not ordinary 24-hour days, but are much longer periods of thousands or millions of years. The Genesis account is then reconciled with the age of the Earth. Proponents of the day-age theory can be found among both theistic evolutionists who accept the scientific consensus or evolution, and progressive creationists who reject it. Lastly, the literal approach to the Bible seems to be the most common of the three, and it describes that Genesis itself was meant to be read and interpreted with respect and consideration of the genre, and tries to answer the question, what did the passage mean for the author and their intended audience? Well-renowned author Christian Burkett highlights concerns surrounding Genesis, revealing that fundamentally, to read Genesis and appreciate its value, one must acknowledge its genre. With all this in mind, the sheer magnitude of writing within the Bible regarding specifically ideas and notions surrounding evolution can be a downfall for some Christians. For example, Jesus apparently did not believe in evolution for when he answered the Pharisees about divorce. He quoted Genesis 5:2. God created male and female and blessed them. And when they were created, he called them man. First of all, Jesus believed in creation, and he made reference to the first male and female being created. He did not say that they evolved or that God created the organism after organism kind and they evolved into humans, male and female. However, this only fuels the already heated debate surrounding the issue, suggesting that even the person Christian faith revolves around does not even believe in one of the basic known facts, then how can one view the Christian faith with all validity at all? Well, the answer is simple. It is argued that Genesis, and the Bible for that matter, was written by a non-scientist for a non-scientist. So it is actually abusing the Bible and expecting it to be written as a scientific journal. Therefore, a person that believes in Christ and believes in evolution can still be called a legitimate Christian, and the lack of scientific evidence within the Bible surrounding evolution, though it may create ambiguity, does not disprove Christianity. Now, finally, I will leave you with the idea from Professor John Polkinghorne, whom is both a scientist and a priest in the Church of England. He says, Genesis is not there is to give short, technical answers about how the universe began. It gives us the big answer that things exist because of God's will. One can perfectly well believe in the Big Bang, but believe in it as the will of God, the Creator.
Overall, it can be seen that both Christianity and evolution can be embraced, as the many different strains of Christian interpretations regarding Genesis suggest. Furthermore, if you're intent on following the word of the Bible, then the fact that evolution is not mentioned, or Genesis not written as a scientific method, should not sway your belief. Thus, Christians can comfortably believe that God is the Creator.